What's going on, folks? Life Lessons with Juvy. I am your host, JuvyThaKid. Hit me up on all social media except Facebook at JuvyThaKid, JuvyThaKid. As always, unless it's your first time. Gonna be a quick episode today. 2 topics. Well, let's get into them quick. Low underscore and underscore slow. Recreational use of psychedelics. Yay or nay? I'm actually in favor of this. Now, when I say psychedelics, there's mushrooms, DMT, LSD, commonly known as acid. I don't really fuck with the acid too much because that's like chemicals and like man-made stuff. With the mushrooms or the DMT, it's a natural thing. And for me, when I was a teenager and I did them, I used to just chew a bunch up to get really fucked up. But then as I met like different people in my life who use them in different ways to kind of help with self-evaluations, see different things you've been hanging on to maybe, and helps you kind of get rid of that. It also helps you kind of have more appreciation for nature and the universe around us. And I know some people are going to hear this and, just kind of be like, you sound like the hippie kids or whatever. But, you know what I mean? I'm not the only one who says this kind of stuff, and it's one of those things you can only really know, when you do them. For me, I definitely do, I am in support of using mushrooms or DMT. Acid is whatever, like I said, but I would rather not do that. I would rather go for the natural kinds, or more natural, I should say. And for me, as I got older, it ended up being something that I used to really get in touch with a lot of different things. It's the reason that I've learned to appreciate nature and just a lot of stuff around me, you know what I mean? It lets you look at things in different light. And I can't remember who said it, but a quote that I heard best about it was, when you do mushrooms, it's like a database, you know what I mean? It's like a database that the earth has stored this information in. And when you take them, what I usually do is I do micro doses. Nowadays anyway, but with the mushrooms, I'll do micro doses, and that's where you do like 0.5 or a gram, and kind of do that throughout the night or whatever. Or if you just need the 1 dose, then it gets you feeling good, then that's fine. It's one of those things though. It elevates so many different things in your brain. Just with that small dose, you still do feel different. You still can. Everything does look more broader to you. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just I'm definitely in favor of it. It's helped me in a lot of different ways. When I was going through a really dark time, doing a psychedelic self-evaluation is kind of what helped me get back on track with positive thinking and. Yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely in support of it, especially when it's done responsibly. I don't recommend it if you're not I don't mean this the wrong way, but I don't recommend doing it if you're not really that in control or that mature of a person, I guess you could say. Just because if you're around, you got to make sure you're in a good environment. There's good energy, good vibes. There's not people just trying to fuck with you, or there's not going to be people who are irresponsible and throw everything off, you know what I mean? So yeah, I definitely only do it responsibly. Definitely only do it if you know you're going to be in control and everything like that. Microdosing is definitely a good way to stay in control but have a good time. But yeah, it definitely I'm in support of it. I know a lot of people aren't, and that's fine. Everyone's got their opinions, you know what I mean? But I am in support of it. And honestly, I think it's dumb as fuck for anybody to tell fully grown adults what they're allowed to do and not allowed to do. I don't know. Hamilfet, what's going on? If you had a time traveling DeLorean, where would you go and when would you see it in? This is an awesome question. I would, first of all, the first one right off the top of my head, I'd go to Mongolia, or one of the places that like Genghis Khan and like the Mongols were or did like one of their like crazy raids or anything. And I would want to be like just over at like a cliffside so I could just like watch down on them. But I would love to see Genghis Khan at work. I've always been fascinated with him. I've always been fascinated with the Mongols. So yeah, I would definitely go there. I'd go back like to ancient civilizations, like BC civilizations, as some would refer to it as. What else? I think the whole dinosaur thing, like I could say that, I guess, but I feel like everyone says that. I don't know. Oh, I'd also want to go to like, there's so many things in my mind I could think of, because like if you go back like a certain like amount of time, you're gonna see animals and creatures that we've never ever seen before. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'd want to go somewhere where it was like it had like a lot of like different wildlife as well, like different animals and creatures that I would never be able to see these days for whatever reasons, extinct or just like, I don't know, outsourced. People just kind of like shipped them off somewhere else and like they evolved to something else kind of. I'm sure that's not how it works, but I don't know. But yeah, I would want to go to Mongolia or somewhere where Genghis Khan and the Mongols were doing some business. I'd want to go back to like ancient like Egyptian civilizations, or the Aztecs or Mayans, or maybe even whatever was before them. Who knows? And maybe I'm gonna say the Amazon, like the Amazon jungle, like way back, like when there was like all the crazy creatures and like fucking moths the size of a human. I don't know, but that's where I would go. And you know what? Comment below where you guys would go if you had a time traveling DeLorean, and where are we, and when would you see it in? So I'm like, what time period would you guys want to see? Would you want to go back to Scotland and see all the Highland fights and crusades? You know what? That was Genghis Khan's number 2, Scotland's number 1. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I fucking love Highlander. You know what I mean? But comment below, where would you guys go, and when, like what time period would you see it in? I've been your host, JuvyThaKid. Hit me up on all social media platforms, except Facebook, at JuvyThaKid, JuvyThaKid. All my quiet kids, my freaks, and my weirdos. Keep being weird.